So it's a bank holiday here in Lanzarote today, and although the kids have only just got back to school, they've got a day off again. So I thought I'd bring them down for a walk down on the front of Playa Blanca. Now, I'm sorry I haven't done a video for a while. I have literally not left the office because I'm still trying to get you lot booked on excursions. It's September. I thought, and I had it penciled in, get out there, do more videos in September. Now August is over, but it is still just as busy. There's still very little space on boats, buses, tours, you name it. So it's great for the island, plenty of people, but not so great if you haven't booked your excursions in advance. So there's a link below. Get yourself booked on in advance and stop the stress when you get here. Now you can see down here in Playa Blanca, it is a glorious day today. It was about 28, 29 degrees, super hot. And just look at that beautiful beach. This is one of the main beaches down in the Playa Blanca town. Plenty of people around. The time was around 3:30, so a lot of people still in the hotels, and there's a little arcade here as well. So right down on the front there's a great little arcade. If you want to bring the kids, give them a few euros and let them just have a go on some of the games. There's a basketball one, and there's also a new one here which is a jet skiing one. Now we do sell jet skis and they're in Marina Rubicon. They're super good, but if you can't swim and you don't like the water, tell you what, for €1 you can have a bit of fun down here. Check that out. Loads and loads of fun. So that's the arcade down on the main front of Playa Blanca town. As I said, beautiful day, blue skies, and we went for a little walk and just to see what's going on in some of the restaurants. Now, the Canary Island restaurants like Casa Pedro was closed, but the touristy restaurants were certainly open, and there were plenty of people around. Even though it was sort of 3:30, it's neither lunchtime nor is it breakfast time. It's like a brunch time, I suppose. And this place is gorgeous. Look at this. Look at this. I'm not sure if it's a house or if it's a shop at the top, but look at the size of that cactus and the beautiful plants that they've grown. And just the views here are spectacular. If you want to come down here and have something to eat, you can sit in one of the restaurants looking over the sea and just get some incredible views. And this place was really busy as well. Now, I've passed this place on a couple of walks and there's never anybody in there, but today was really busy. So I suppose it's just hit and miss when you're down there. Plenty of people walking around, and of course the Fred Olsen was coming in to the harbour, so it was perfect timing to show you the Fred Olsen. This is one of the ferries that goes over to Fuerteventura. So if you want to go to Fuerteventura, this is the Fred Olsen. And I'll tell you what, when it comes in and parks in the harbour, it causes quite a lot of waves down on that main beach that I just filmed. So all the kids rush in the water, and it's like being in a water park where the waves just crash against the shore. But this is where it comes in and out into the new harbour. I've done loads of videos on there, so make sure to check my other videos. And this week or next week, I will be showing you the progress of the new cruise terminal. There's the Fred Olsen. And that's one of the big ones that takes the cars. And they've also now got a mini one which takes foot passengers as well. Now, if you go on our website, TravelON.world or excursionslanzarote.com, you can book the ferry. We only sell the foot passenger ferry. So if you go on there, book the foot passenger ferry. It's the best way to get over there, because even though if you've got a hire car, you must check the small print to see if you're allowed to take it over to Fuerteventura. 9 times out of 10 you can, but double check. You're not actually meant to. So make sure if you're going to Fuerteventura, you tell them when you're hiring the car. Little top tip from me. There's the ferry going into the harbour. You've also got the Armas ferry, and of course the Linnaeus Romero one as well, which is brand spanking new, and that's the one that we recommend with the foot passengers. A little bit of a further walk up here. It got a bit quieter towards this end of town. There wasn't many people around here, but the restaurants and the cafes was still pretty busy. There was plenty of people in there just sort of watching the world go by, just grabbing a beer, cold beer and a coffee, maybe a piece of cake and stuff. And I suppose it was a sort of late brunch, early lunch, early dinner, I don't know. This is where some of the local kids hang around. You always find them down here jumping off the pier and just chilling out. What a great place for the locals to hang around, eh? Beautiful benches to sit and relax, and you can just overlook all these beautiful little fishing boats. It just is such a nice place, is Playa Blanca town. And this front, you can walk literally, it goes on for the whole of Playa Blanca. You can walk all the way to the lighthouse, which which is further past the harbour area, passing all the hotels and having a nose inside, which I do most mornings. And then if you go in the other directions towards the Sandos Papagayo and the castle, you can walk all the way along the front there as well, and you can pass Playa Dorada. It's just gorgeous. I suppose to walk from one end to the other is going to take you a good couple of hours, and depending on whether you stop for a drink on the way, it will take you more. But it's a beautiful way to get out there, get that blood pumping, and as long as it's not too hot, it's okay. These weirdos sitting looking at the views, having a little rest while I was filming, and just lovely place to relax and look out and see what's going on and just watch the world go by. Now, when you get to the end of here, this is where you can get the steps up, and this will take you up to the top end, which is called Calle Limones, and that is where all the shopping is. Now, we did a video on that as well. If you go back a little bit to one of our previous videos, there's a video on the shopping street, but you can get up here. Again, beautiful views, and the restaurants and the bars and the cafes and the shops all have splendid views there. And down on Calle Limones, you've got your designer label shops. You've, of course, got your tat shops as well if you want to get yourself a bit of tat, but you've got some good shops, shoe shops, clothes shops, Zara, Mango, and that sort of stuff. And you've also got a really cool retro place there as well. There you go, guys. Playa Blanca.